Tutorial is for the side flip, just a regular side flip on a trampoline. Standing, Superman, just normal. It's a great move, perfect for when you're starting tricking or free running. And it's a great move because you can transfer under the ground super easily after you get them standing on a trampoline. So, very basic move, easy to perform, don't need a lot of prerequisites beside a regular front flip. And there's two ways about doing this flip. There's in front of the knee tuck, so this tuck right here. This is, I like it better. There's two different types of side flips too, but I like this better for most of the side flips. There's also the under the leg flip, which some people prefer. I just prefer the other one. It's all personal preference. And then the two different types of side flips. There's the looking forward. You're watching the world spin. So if you'd imagine, if you're picking a point, it's really useful, like a tree off a trampoline or like that brick wall back there. You're going to watch that and you're going to see it go the whole way around. Really easy to spot your landing. The second one is of your back. So you can imagine if there was a vault block or a picnic table up here, you're going rolling over your back over it so you don't hit your head. It's probably the safest one, but it's also the hardest to spot your landing because you're looking at the sky in an arc pattern instead of looking forward and seeing that landing. But this one, way more important to learn, because when you transfer under the ground, flipping over people and picnic tables, benches, anything, you're not going to want to lead with your head because that's when injuries happen, break your neck. Alright, that being said, to go about your side flip, there are just a few things you need to do to get your side flip set up. First thing you want to do is you're bouncing. You got a lot of height for the first ones you attempt. So you're going to be bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Hand comes up. This hand is essential for when you're learning them. When you get later on, you can hands in your pocket, side flip. But for the first, starting out, you want to have this hand up here, because what's that going to do is it's going to move you up and it's going to start your leaning. So you want to have your ear to your hand. Now, as soon as you take off, so you want, as long as you got enough height, so as soon as you're at the point where you're ready to flip, because you'll know that because you already know how to front flip, I hope. So you're already here, and then from this point, this arm is shooting down towards your knees, and this is going to move your body like this, like as if your arm's pulling something down and pushing your legs out. So you're just coming down, grabbing this knee, grab the knee. So if you're lifting your right arm, if you flip this way, you're going to grab your right knee. If you flip this way, you're going to grab the left knee. So I flip right, so I'm going to go up, grab this knee. This leg is going to come up, grab it with the other, just the same leg grab. And that's going to produce your rotation, taking you around for a nice clean side flip. So prerequisites for this, I'd recommend that you have a front flip down so you know how to flip. And also, mentally, if you have problems with this flip, is if you're scared, if you're just not getting around to actually be able to do the flip, it's very important that you can just do this on the ground. A roll. Just roll over your back. Not a break roll, not a parkour roll. Just to roll over your back. And that plus it's the exact same thing as that roll, except you're in the air, pushing up, waiting for that time, smacking your leg, grabbing your leg, getting your flip around. And so I'm going to show you the two different variations. I'll show you the two tucks on each variation. So this is front tuck. So this front, grabbing the front of your leg, side flip, looking forward. That's what it looks like. Very easy. You can see I just spun my hand in the whole way around. You can see my face looking at the camera the whole way around. Now we'll do that tucking under the legs. Exact same, just personal preference. And if you notice, I'm still shooting my hands up because I like that extra guide. Now we're going to do the one over your back. This one, it's a little harder to grasp the concept of it. It's a lot easier to start out this way, but it's also less safe to start this way. So it's just, if you feel like you're going to land it, go ahead and do this one. If you're a little scared, not sure if you're going to land it, I go ahead and just try this one. Great way to learn this is instead of throwing up and in, you're still throwing up, but you're throwing down like this, almost like a front 180, but except you're not twisting. So you go up, here's a behind the leg tuck. So I'm seeing the sky this whole way around this flip. I mean, I'm seeing it all the way down, and as soon as I see this, so this right in front of me, that's when I'm going to open up and spot my landing. So you can't see your landing as well, but it's a lot nicer for flips on the ground. And this is the in front of your legs tuck. And that was a little more awkward if you tuck in front of your knees. My preference, or when I do them, I feel a lot easier to do behind the leg, but just experiment with it, and you'll get to feel what feels nicer And then just work on standings, just up. Talking about standing on a trampoline, just once you get those down, really honestly, really easy to get them on the grass. Just make sure you have a spotter. Even though this is a basic trick, you don't want to bail halfway through. So you want to make sure you're ready for this, you're confident, pumped up, and just go for it. You need to have a spotter there. You can't, like, if in case you bail, you want to have your spotter push you over. You don't want to fall on your neck. What else? I think that is it for the side flip. And you can make some cool variations of the side flip once you got just the regular side flip down. You can do like star patterns, which looks like this. It's really fun to do.